Very good morning. Honorable Minister has just arrived and he will be with us in another 5 minutes. First of all, very happy World Family Day to all of you and my friends all over the globe attending this event today. Ako'y Mandri, yawro kaya ito na ngaktang ngayon mayang mention video to biro. So, kindly bear us for another 5 minutes so that we can start the program formally. Thank you so much. Very good morning again. Very warm welcome and very happy World Bamboo Day to my fellow bamboo friends all over the world. People from Mexico, people from Taiwan, people from Thailand, people from many countries are also attending this event today. So before I start the event, I would like to request Dr. Pulok Kumar Mukherjee, Director IBSD, to give the welcome note. Please. Namaskar, good morning, respected Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh, Honorable Union Minister of State, Ministry of External Affairs and Education, Government of India, other esteemed dignitaries, members from press and media, scientists, delegates, and my dear students. A warm welcome to all of you in today's program on World Bamboo Day and to commemorate the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, what is being organized this program by IBSD, the Institute of Bioresource and Sustainable Development, Government of India, the Northeast Center for Technology Application and Research, NECTAR, and the Manipur State Bamboo Mission, Government of Manipur, and the South Asia Bamboo Foundation. IBSD की माइकोइदी की Mayambu Taranna Upchari. We are celebrating today the 30th World Bamboo Day, and it is our great pleasure to get our Honorable Minister Sir Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh amongst us in our campus. We are very much thankful and grateful to you, sir, always for your guidance and support and your association with IBSD. But really, we cherish all the time. And since I joined in 2020, I have seen that how much feeling you have about promotion of the whole bioresources and work and enthusiasm, what you have shown for many activities, not only in Imphal but in Assam and other northeastern region for this promotion of bioresource that really encourage not only me but a lot of us to make more in this area and to promote the whole aspects of the bioresource. Specifically, when at IBSD we are talking about the development of bioeconomy from bioresources. So we are very much grateful and thankful to you for being here. And it is our pleasure to welcome Sri Saran Singh Chhabra, the Principal Secretary and Mission Director, Manipur State Bamboo Mission, to grace this event and sharing his views on the state bamboo missions. We know that with your leadership, this mission has been working on many perspectives for the product process development and also for the entrepreneurship development in this region. And I am very happy to see that Honorable highlighting very specific perspectives on that. Welcome you in today's program, Dr. Dubey. And we have with us Mr. Mark Sultan Bambuay from Philippines, who has joined today in this program. Welcome, Dr. Bambuay, for joining in today's program, and we'll be very happy to hear from you. Friends, we have Dr. C.S. Susant, Dr. Selim Reza, and Dr. Sapol, who have joined the program online from abroad. So we are very much thankful for your time. I'm sure that your deliberations will be very, very useful for our whole program today, what the whole day program what we have. And as you know that one of our very good friend and well-wisher, Sri Ramesh Salamji, who is the CEO and founder of this organization, he has been very, very friendly and well-wisher of IBSD.
and we have been discussing many activities of us, and it was his idea and brainchild by which we have developed the foundation and developed, and even this today's program as well. We are thankful to you, Dr. Kamil Salam, for being with IBSD and associating with and your involvement in different activities of IBSD to promote these bioresources of any northeastern region. And I would like to welcome all the farmers, local entrepreneurs, scientists, scholars, staff members, and the members from the press and media, and all stakeholders with this mission who have joined online or in person. And I hope that you will be having a lot of take-home message from today's deliberation. Friends, little about my own institute, IBSD. Many of you know that this is the institute which was established in 2001. And today I came to know that person who was behind that, so that now he's MLA. He is here with us, who have worked a lot in this Department of Science and Technology for establishing this institute. The institute is not only serving for the people of Manipur of the Northeast, but also we have our own entities in Sikkim, Shillong, Mizoram as well. And while our major target has been that bioresource development and their sustainable use through biotechnological intervention and for the socio-economic development of this region, with major objective on this study and document this unique biodiversity, and then developing that translational research perspectives by which we can develop product process technologies, and we also can help in capacity building and training of the local scientists, students, and entrepreneurs. And by that way, we collaborate with national and international institutes for development of the bioresources at large. And specifically, our major aspects which has been merged together is on the development of bioeconomy from the bioresource of Northeast. And this has been the major perspectives on which IPSD has been working. And bamboo, in which is a very versatile group of plant, which is capable of providing ecological, economical, and livelihood generation. Yes, that is one of the major part of the bioresources as well. That is why today's program is. And there are greater opportunities to harness this bamboo product, process, and technologies, where National Bamboo Missions has been working. And this Northeast India, it harbors many species of bamboo, and lot many bamboos are even extinct also, different species. So there are enough scope for intervention from the scientists, also for the capacity building and training and many more. So at IBSD, we were organizing this industry connect event by which we are trying to get many of the entrepreneurs together, that how best our developed technology or developed process product can help them. Yes, there was some hiccup at the beginning. Now I'm very happy to say that over a dozen of more than 14 entrepreneurs whom we have got, they have been using this bioresource, and many of them has got support from DBT BIRAC, and they are working of their own for development of these different perspectives. And seeing all these things or the whole development of the Northeastern region, we have initiated a program. Rather, this whole program will be happening in February 2023. It is an international bioresource conclave with the program on this ethnopharmacology and ethnomedicine, because the Himalayan bioresource, the major thing is the drugs from nature, drugs from ancestors, where we can do innovation, taking the lead from the tradition, and things can increase to a very, very high extent. So on that, February 23-24, we'll have the special program, and we would like to get your support and involvement over there. Honorable Minister Sir, and all of you, we'd like to invite. Sir has taken special interest on that as well, as usual, as he is very much associated with IBSD. I'm sure with all your involvement, we will showcase this bamboo mission also in a very different way to the whole communities of the world. where I'm very happy to say that 42 countries has already their whole speakers and everything we have got. It is there in our website, and we are targeting a Nobel laureate to come for that program as well to involve. So that way we are planning to make this program a very effective to showcase the whole bioresource what Northeast, especially Manipur have. And IBSD, we have been working on the specific idea on this bamboo mission. I just want to tell you that there is a biosilica from bamboo which is called Bangslochar. And this is one of the major ingredient in uh, Chyawanprash. As you know, during COVID time, 38% sale of Chyawanprash increased, but that much sale of this biosilica was not. So that means there is impurities. It is very proven fact. What we did, we had a program called Reimagine Ethnopharmacology. This is a continuous process with 44 countries, no? Because International Society of Ethnopharmacology is a partner of that, Switzerland. We made them involved. So we get 44 countries people there, over 12,000 participants joined in this event, and we got more than 100 speakers from different countries. We are making this program every Saturday, starting from the first lockdown. Even the first speaker was Dr. R.K. Ranjan Singh sir. And by that way, we promoted the bioresource. There only these things came into that biosilica is one of the major bioresource where we have many things to do. And from IBSD, we have now been able to develop the quality of that biosilica and different perspectives linking with some industries. So those technologies are very much there. Even the same thing we can promote here at Manipur as well. So we are developing we have also developed for this lactic acid bacteria, which is mainly responsible for this bamboo soup production. For that, the starter culture that also has been developed. So some of those technologies on which the society can get benefit is there in our hand. It can be explored by all your help and support. So once again, on this special day, I would like to congratulate all the stakeholders who have joined here in today's program and our honorable ministers, MLA and other all dignitaries for joining in this program. And I'm sure that deliberations from the experts will help us to develop this particular mission to a very high extent for promotions of not only bamboo but other bioresources associated with bamboo to a high extent. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Yeah, we would like to facilitate the dignitaries, please. I would like to give the speech on the theme of this topic on the World Bamboo Day. Honorable Dr. Kiranjanji, Honorable Minister for External Affairs and Education, and supporter of bamboo for the last 30 years since I know him. And this is the second time that he's gracing this World Bamboo Day occasion. Last time was just opposite before the COVID, 2019. We had the last World Bamboo Day in the Palace compound. So in the last 3 years, we had all 9, World Bamboo Day celebration. This is the first time we are doing a hybrid model. So this is the 13th year that I started the World Bamboo Day in 2009 in Bangkok, while I was the president of the World Bamboo Organization. And the idea was to dedicate a day for bamboo. So I'm happy that right from morning today, I've been getting news from Japan, from Vietnam, from other countries that have already started celebration of bamboo. And this will go on in Colombia and other countries. Even friends from Colombia are attending now. This is a midnight for them by attending this program. India hosted the second World Bamboo Day in Kisama, in Nagaland. That was graced by the Vice President of India, Dr. Hamid Ansari. Also, I was excited by the attention the bamboo is receiving. I believe there is a need for regulatory clarity in India, that world's second largest cultivator of China, where big projects are happening. Though we have bamboo in the country, but I think it's time that we have more regulatories that will have bamboo, we have more investors in the country. India has removed bamboo from non-forest to the status of NTP to grass. However, removing bamboo from the category of timber from timber is the first step in the right direction. If it has been implemented to bring out bamboo from backyard to the mainstream. However, we still need to look bamboo in the forests, which are mainly owned by the communities. I urge the Indian government to declare bamboo as a commodity like tea, rubber, or coffee. There's a jute board, there's a coffee board, there's even a bee board, but why not a bamboo board? It's high time that we should have a national bamboo board that will look after the bamboo aspect, right? The whole value chain, right from production, marketing, then branding. Today, there is no branding of bamboo. This is the main concern. You take Amul, you take anything, even egg, anda khao, tandurust hota hai. There is a slogan. Even today, we ban tobacco. There's a word on every tobacco that tobacco is dangerous to health. It is cancerous. But it's a tobacco board to promote tobacco. So it's an irony that bamboo doesn't have a board. On the global front, I also like to request the United Nations to recognize the day to make bamboo more popular through our honorable minister, who is looking after MEA. To promote bamboo, we should foster the world's body's sustainable development goals. Adopted by the UN in 2015, the 17 sustainable goals offer a blueprint for improving lives and protections of the environment. But without doubt, bamboo has the great potential to address and advance. At least half of these goals are being addressed by bamboo itself. Nearly a decade after the first bamboo carbon credit project was launched in Nicaragua, bamboo branches are spreading worldwide, drawing fresh attention to the humble grass climate benefit. There is at least 10 projects proposed under development in Asia, Africa, Europe, covering a combined areas more than 3,21,000 acres. However, in India, if proper protocols and standards are established for commercially grown bamboo species, then bamboo carbon sequestrations can be a major climate change solution and game changer. Because carbon credit is a game changer today. Our Honorable Prime Minister has mentioned about carbon trading, but bamboo should enter the market. So this is something we'll be hearing from Dr. Dubey, who is an expert in this subject. And I believe that government of Manipur will take up bamboo carbon in a big way, bamboo farming. There is no lobby for bamboo. I feel that this platform of World Bamboo Day is the best place to promote bamboo globally. Coming to my home state, Manipur, where the government of Manipur under the able is taking a big step to combat drugs and poppy cultivation. I request government of Manipur to do bamboo as an alternative to poppy. We'll be glad to support through IBSD and Nectar and other agencies that the livelihood of the common people affected with poppy can be given a chance to have a livelihood. Also, the South Asia Bamboo Foundation, which I had is planning to set up a World Bamboo Day Museum at Patsoi, Imphal, and a foundation stone laying will be held before the end of this year to showcase the World Bamboo Day, which I've started, to the global community. So we are planning to set up a World Bamboo Day Museum in Manipur. Lastly, I would like to request IBSD, Nectar, State Bamboo Mission to jointly work to promote bamboo value chain, set up excellence for skill development of bamboo and allied products and handicrafts of the state of Manipur for a better vocal for local products from Manipur and create local entrepreneurship. Also, I'd like to thank all my esteemed friends who are listening abroad. Dr. Jack, with whom we have developed a bamboo app. Then we have Mark from Mark Sultan from Philippines. They have done away with plastic. They'll be showing us how the bamboo has replaced plastic. In India, the single-use plastic has been banned, but we were not prepared. We were not prepared. It was taken by a sudden enactment of law. But now there's hardly any bamboo industries that can give that part. I think Dr. Arun Sharma can give more into that. Also, we have Dr. Sapor Bumsek, my colleague from Thailand. He is director of forestry. He will be also, he's one of the co-founder of Bamboo. During this time, I started World Bamboo Day in Bangkok. We have products from Mitek, we have products from Hangsim, and Mitek is one where Mr. Susan, who's the designer from NID, who's associated, will be speaking from there. We have bamboo charcoal by the communities in Africa. Dr. Salem Reza, who basically is from Tripura, is based in Ethiopia. He'll be speaking how bamboo charcoal can be used for the local economy. Then we have Bernice Desapa, my friend from Ghana, the bamboo bikes model of Ghana, she'll be talking about. So it's not a long program, but I like to focus more where the community can get the maximum benefit. Because bamboo and community go side by side. We sitting here in Northeast of Manipur, we can't think of larger industries coming up. But local enterprises, community enterprises can give lots of skill, livelihood to the people. With these few words, I would again like to thank the dignitaries on the dais, especially Sabha who is here, forgot to mention his name in the beginning, and also my friends who are joining online. And with this, I think we will go to the next program. We will have the next speaker. I think we'll have Dr. Arun Kumar Sharma, Director General of Nectar, Government of India. We will request him to say a few words. Please, Dr. Sharma. We cannot hear you.
Audible?
Hello.
Hello, am I audible? Hello.
Please.
Am I audible?
Come here. Problem is from this side. Dr. Sharma, we cannot hear you.
I can hear you clearly.
No, we are not able to hear. Voice is not coming clearly.
Hello. Am I audible now?
Yeah. No, it is not clear. Hello.
What about now? Hello.
No, it is not. I think best will be that if you can rejoin, then that yes, we can.
Okay.
Answer. Next. Next. What is rejoin? Rejoining sometimes solve the problem. Next one.
Check.
Yes. Jack is ready.
Dr. Jack, if you're ready, you can just speak while we are waiting for the next speaker.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please.
Yeah.
Jack, please go ahead.
Okay, good morning, India. Good morning, Manipur. It's nice to enjoy the celebration for the 2022 World Bamboo Day. And today I'm really happy I can join for this event. Can you give me the authority to share the PowerPoint? So I wanted to share some of PowerPoint so that you can understand how we also celebrate the World Bamboo Day in here and how we co-work with Mr. Kemash Salam for the Bamboo Living Lab. So the Taiwan we joined with the Kemash for almost 3 years to try to establish one of the living lab called Bamboo Living Lab in Northeast. Due to the COVID-19, we are still pending there, but several of the cyber work from the internet, we are work with them together. So this is today I would like to share you how I co-work with the Mr. Kemash Salam and how we work together for this Bamboo Living Lab. This is me. I'm currently working for several countries and I'm I'm the CPA in Australia. I'm the fellow for British Computer Societies. I'm also now the world-class professor in Indonesia. I'm major research that's in AI for sustainable development. So this is one of area which I really like to work with the Bamboo Society, try to show again of my work. This is the one which we share or we are celebrate for the World Bamboo Day in Taiwan. And I would like to share you the link how you can see which we are celebrating in Taiwan at the moment. Okay, I think you can see or share some of the enjoy for us. That we are celebrating in one of the bamboo field or living lab that in Taiwan, which people working for the bamboo, etc. Okay, so that's so it's one of the event which currently you can see that in Taiwan we are celebrating the World Bamboo Day. I'm really thank you for the Mr. Kemash and the support for you are starting to this World Bamboo Day. Make all the people really enjoy it and all the bamboo lovers. We are all celebrating this kind of bamboo day in everywhere of the world. So this one of the really big achievement. I'm really congratulated and thank you for the yeah. Thank you. I hope you can. Yeah. Okay. That is one of the so that is the one of the event that's current in Taiwan. And today I really like to share with you and see how Taiwan and India currently we are work together, try to make this sustainable development can work in different part of India. And this is one of I'm in charge. I'm also the director for Taiwan India Joint Research Center in IIT Lopa, Chandigarh. So the Chandigarh is one of the headquarters for me to work with the India and show together. And currently, we have the 4 different research center or living lab that's in India. One is in the Lopa, Chandigarh. One is Chandigarh in the Chikara University. One is Chennai for the SRM University. And the shift one that's in the Manipur areas, which I'm currently trying to work with Kemash to work on how we can really co-work together, try to make this bamboo society expand. So this is some of the quick shot for you to see how that you can see the event, all the event which we are open for the research ceremony. That's in the IIT Lopa. That's in the Punjab. And this is just 2 weeks ago, we have the International Living Lab that's for Sustainable Smart City. That's in the Chandigarh, Punjab. So that is one of the event, and a lot of newspaper they are report this. Hopefully this kind of idea that we can go into the Manipurs. This is another living lab that's opened last week. That's in Chennai for SRM universities, which is one of the new research lab. And currently we are working for some of the image processing for pandemic solutions. So the one for I'm currently work with Mr. Kemash Salam. That's Kemash wanted me to introduce to you. That's for the bamboo innovation and the bamboo charcoal innovations. I think that is one of good ideas. We can open a living lab that's in the Manipur areas, which living lab is one of new style of open innovation ecosystems for in the real life environment, which is an interactive process for the city or the people for substantial impact. So this kind of idea, I think that will be good for us and the Kemash that we can really help the bamboo societies. And the major motivation for this kind of the living lab, that's for SDG 12. We try to have some movement we call bamboo replace plastic because we have only one earth. And to make the world more eco-friendly, then we need to have some actions. So I think that's also the Mr. Kemash Salam. He just told of us that we try to make the bamboo replace the plastic. And we have many ways, and we have a lot of innovation ideas try to do it. That's the key. We work with the Kemash to try to not see areas. And also both sides we have a lot of link. And this is the sum of information which Mr. Kamash is supposed to us. Let us really understand how the bamboo in the northeast of India. And the last is some of photos which I could show you when the event is work. And within last several years, 2 years, that's how we work together, try to make the bamboo society really going together, try to make this environment become better. That's the event for last year's, etc. One of the living lab which we are trying to create is something like this. And we hopefully you can really enjoy it. And you also have some of YouTube try to describe Kemash idea and how Taiwan we can try to go work together, try to make the second largest bamboo forest in the world. We can become a really innovation areas for the bamboo. And today, for last 2 years, Kemash and I we work one for of the we call BenTech this kind of apps. The apps is try to help the people can more easy to understand how the bamboo is work, etc. So I would like to show you the outlook for this Bamboo Tech version 3 AP apps, and then we can share with the people around the world how they can work. So let me quick show you how the apps. And currently, we will feature this apps very soon on the Google Play and the iOS. And I hope all of you, if you are interested, you can come in to download the apps. And Kemash also have more ideas about how to append more countries' information, not just only India, Taiwan, and we hope can include more of the country. If they have the bamboo, they all can work together. The framework and the technology is there. And we invite all of you really can join for the Bamboo Tech. This is a project and put your country's bamboo history, bamboo environment, etc. into the apps. And thank you for all of listening. And we hope the bamboo can replace the plastics in the near future. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Dr. Jack.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. I would like to call Dr. Arun Sharma to please present his presentation. Dr. Arun Sharma, please.
Audible now? Am I audible now?
Yeah.
The Honorable Minister for External Affairs, Dr. Rajiv Ranjan ji, other dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, ladies and gentlemen, and my dear friends. First of all, let me congratulate all of us for this auspicious day of World Bamboo Day, and I'm feeling more proud to be part of this, to be part of celebrating this day. Friends, all of us know that this species of grass, bamboo, can provide livelihood in the rural sectors of the country like anything, and particularly to the people of Northeast region in a specific way, as all of us know that around 65% of almost 65% of India's bamboo lies in Northeast. So looking at the importance of the same, Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India initiated an institute called Northeast Center for Technology Application and Reach, shortly NACTR, to cater and upbring this sector in a more holistic way. So NACTR was basically, for all of your information, NACTR was basically formed by merging two national missions of India, known as National Mission for Bamboo Applications, which is popularly known as NMBA, and the Mission for Geospatial Applications, MGA. So these two missions joined together and formed NACTR in the year 2000 and 2014. So if you look at the importance of both the missions in the bamboo sectors, it is very, very useful for us to understand that how we can take it forward. So the importance of geospatial in the bamboo sectors, as we have, is very much because we have not explored it in a very professional way, the geospatial sector. And in that context, I would like to give in a very few specific points how we can take these bamboo sectors in a more holistic way in the Northeast region and in particularly to the whole or the whole country. So first point that I would like to say that of course, Professor Mukherjee as well as Dr. Kamesh has mentioned about the capacity building. So this capacity building is very, very important. We know that there are many products that we developed in Northeast region through bamboo, but these are limited to certain extent. So how we will take these particular products in a bigger way to the world market, like our friends from Philippines are replacing the bamboo from plastic to bamboo. So this how we can make it in a better way. So we need to create a proper professional capacity building program in the Northeast region. I'm particularly confining more to the Northeast region because I see that Northeast is a huge potential in this particular bamboo sector. But another point that we need to, the second point is that resource mapping. We have been talking from the long time that the 65%, almost 65 to 60%, 60 to 65% of India's bamboo lies in Northeast. But this data is 2007 data. So if you want to make it in a very professional way, we need to do a quantitative resource mapping with the technological advance that we have at this moment. We have LiDAR, we have UAV, we have, of course, the high resolution satellite data, and we have a very, the open, these things, the geospatial sector in our country. So resource mapping of bamboo in entire Northeast would be very, very important for us to know immediately so that we can explore the possibilities of users of this bamboo in various sectors, particularly in Northeast. The third point that I would like to mention is that instead of people, we have been talking about wherever I go that people are talking about the bamboo fiber, bamboo yarn, but we know actually the cost related to this particular technology at this moment. So instead of that, we should focus more on utility products of bamboo. So there are so many utility products that we can generate and that can really give a huge livelihood boost to the rural Northeast people. And then that is the potential is already there. People have been doing in a various way, but somewhat limited. So we need to take it up further. So to take it up further, these three, the resource mapping, capacity building, and the production of the utility product should be very, very important. The fourth one that I would like to mention is that the product related to, as Dr. Kamesh also mentioning about the product related to bamboo shoots. So we have been using the bamboo shoots in the Northeast region like anything. In every household are using that one. Why can't we take this bamboo shoot, Northeast bamboo shoot, to the world market and to the household of all the world? So in that context, as from the NACTR side, we have been trying to collaborate with the various agencies, and of course, Dr. Kamesh is helping me to find people, to find different technology provider to bring to the Northeast. And in that context, I'm happy to share with all of you that there is a company from Japan who are in touch with us, and we have already started some work on bamboo shoot technology and the production of bamboo shoot in a bigger way in Tripura. And hopefully, with the help of all of you, all the stakeholders of the Northeast region, we can go to very soon we can go to the Manipur and Meghalaya, because we know the actual the bamboo shoots related to the test of the bamboo shoots in Meghalaya and Manipur also. And another important product of the bamboo that is we have been talking about for a long time is the bamboo to ethanol and bamboo biomass. Of course, we have been talking about charcoal and all these things. These have been going through, but bamboo to ethanol, bamboo biomass is also one of the sectors that we should look at very critically with the time to come. And finally, which is the number 5 is a very important point that I'm raising here, and we should look at all of us should look at very critically how we can make it, because we as I'm again coming back to the earlier point, resource mapping, because for that we need to make a big plantation drive, and to make a big plantation drive related to all the species of bamboo which is possible to get in entire world. To make it in Northeast region, we have to have a very, very, very sophisticated tissue culture lab. So looking without the tissue culture lab and the plantation, the talking point of this today's whole concept that we have been raising, that we will do the capacity building, we'll do the product development and all these things, because we must know what is the resources we have, and we also create, and we really would like to create the ecosystem. We also regularly do the plantation, which is not only helping the environment, but also somewhat related to the future concept that we are in mind. So that for that we need to have a very, very good tissue culture lab. Unfortunately, we don't have till now in the Northeast. So all these things are very, very important. So to take it up in a bigger way in the entire Northeast. So I think with the collaboration of all of you, we can make it possible. So I thank you again to the organizers for providing me an opportunity to share my thoughts in this August gathering. I'm looking forward for active collaboration with all of you in near future. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma. And I look forward to your visit to Manipur very soon to interact with the entrepreneurs of Manipur. As we discussed, also we are looking at particular bamboo shoots from Manipur, and we feel that though the bamboo shoot season is over now, but we can start planning for next year's bamboo shoot harvesting. And we have a big Japanese company with us who are willing to buy entire bamboo shoots from Northeast. So market is not an issue. We want to organize so the bamboo are not killed, but they are preserved. With these few words, it's time to invite the chief guest of this event, Dr. R.K. Ranjan, Honorable Minister for External Affairs and Education. But he is one of the bamboo lover with whom we work in the bamboo cycles of Manipur. So Yamu, please come, and like to hear from you. Thank you.
Dr. Prolog Mukherjee, Director IBSD, and one of the founder member of the World Bamboo Forum, Shri Kamesh Salamji, Dr. Arun Kumar Sharmaji, Nectar Director, and Sai Ming Ji from Taiwan, and Dr. Lokesh Chandra Dev Dubey, and Mr. Mark Sultan Ji, and CS Susnath NID, Dr. Salim Reza, and Dr. Sadbong, and from Ghana representative, and Mr. Sabrazi, and also my former colleague and friend, Trestor Simreji, the former Deputy Speaker, Manipur Legislative Assembly. And he, perhaps some of people may well aware that he's the man behind to have this campus during he was a scientific officer in the Department of Science and Technology, Manipur. First of all, my warm greeting to the 13th World Bamboo Day from the region of bamboo growing region of the world. It's a great pleasure for me to be here to hear from the expert panel and from the founder member and from the director IBSD, I've learned a lot. Perhaps the sole aim behind celebrating this day is to promote sustainable use of bamboo, and perhaps Southeast Asia, Asian countries are the biggest cultivators of bamboo. China, India, and Vietnam are the biggest supplier of bamboo. And after China, India is the second largest cultivator of bamboo. India, we are having about 136 bamboo species, of which 51 species belongs to our state of Manipur. And perhaps right from the early age of civilizations, our civilization, particularly in Manipur and bamboo growing area, we are all associated with the bamboo, even in our culture, even in our life cycle, and even we regard it as bamboo is the poor man's timber. Perhaps these are all our concepts, and we know the value of the bamboo right from the beginning. And now, the changing circumstances and also increasing innovative research and innovative the front in all the field, particularly in bamboo also. The bamboo we are treating bamboo out of the forest is also we thanks to our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. He relinquished many of the rules and law which is not practicable in the present century. Therefore, bamboo has taken out from the domain of the forest, and that's why based on bamboo crafts or different things can be split up to produce it in different forms. Now, because of the global climate change and also sustainable development goals, we are thinking alternative to hydrocarbon fossil fuels. So to replace it, Prime Minister of India is thinking about the ethanols and green fuel. And bamboo is one of the most important sources to produce this green energy. Perhaps Kamesh ji has already mentioned about the bamboo transforming into bamboo charcoal without having any kind of carbon element, and that we can use it and that will save the earth from the global impact of global climate change. So with all this, I have seen a lot of new designs and technology. One of my friends, she is the ambassador of Thailand to India. Whenever there is some function, the Thailand national, she presents some fruits and some sweets, and that are contained in the bamboo, not in a simple basket. It's just like a briefcase, all transparent briefcase, and also tiffin carrier type. And that kind of innovative, why we are not able to use here. We have a lot of bamboo, 51 species, and it has its own utility for using as a bamboo string. That will be another bamboo, and for making basket is another bamboo. And many designs I have seen it here also traditionally, but in some of the Southeast Asian star hotel, when they produce the meal, they put the rice in a small container made of bamboo, just like that of our firu. And that is highly delicious and highly decorated and highly valued. And also I have seen many art and what you mean that sculpture in the bamboo roots, particularly in Tripura. They have made many idols like Ganesh or Mahadev, and many different forms of our god and goddess are produced from the bamboo root. And we are also using different forms for edible food and others. On this context, I would request the Bamboo Forum, over and above your present activities, please have certain kind of innovative trainings to our traditional craftsmen so that we may have a different design and it will be switched to the changing world. With these few words, I'm very happy to be here and I'm very lucky to inaugurate this 13th World Bamboo Day throughout the globe. And also, let us have a good hope in future to have more and more the utilities are using our bamboo in a different way. Lastly, I would also want to mention that we traditionally use when we cast either silver or bronze. Traditionally, Meitei people who cast the bronze idols and bronze utensils, they use one particular the family of the bamboo that we call it utam. Utam is in your botanical name is Bambusa Natan's wow or something like that. Why? Because it gives more energy. When it burns, try to melt the bronze materials, the exceptionally that gives the heats, and that is one of the species used by our people. So like that, many species are they are having their potential. So kindly document it and transform to scientifically. And also I request Pranabji to take necessary action from your Institute of Bioresources and Sustainable Development so that the findings of the researchers may transform to transfer to the people and to the entrepreneur so that our income level will be raised up. Thank you with this. Jai Hind.
We'd like to take a break. Like to take a break for 5 minutes. Till we see of the honorable minister. Our friends online, we are taking a 5 minutes break just to see of the honorable minister. We are back and hello. Yeah, we are back. Just has to see off the Honorable Minister, and we had chance to take a couple of group photographs with him. So now I would like to call upon Dr. Dubey. Dr. Dubey is the Senior Manager with the Gold Standards, Geneva, and he is based out of Delhi. And from him, we will be hearing about the carbon credit of bamboo, which is a must for all of us because carbon credit is something that bamboo is going to offer to the farmers directly. So, Dr. Dubey, without wasting time, may I request you to kindly present?
Thank you. I am not able to share my PowerPoint. Let me just try. Okay. Yeah. Now it is enabled. So I'm just sharing. I think it is visible at your end. Yeah. So thank you very much for giving this opportunity to share my views on bamboo carbon farming today on the occasion of the World Bamboo Day. As was introduced, I work for the Gold Standard. It is a voluntary carbon market standard, and the foundation started in 2003 as a organization that used to rate CDM carbon credits, label them as gold standard. But then, as the time passed, we realized that the requirement was not limited to rating or labeling CDM credits, but also to bring new credits in the market which contribute to not only carbon but also sustainable development benefits. So the gold standard for global goals was launched in 2017, which requires that all carbon projects, in addition to SDG 13, must also contribute to at least 2 sustainable development goals. And a robust safeguarding mechanism was developed. Continuous stakeholder engagement was mandated, and hence what we see now is one of the most leading standards, global standards on in the carbon market and sustainable development as gold standard. Coming to bamboo, it has been talked about since at least last 15 years that bamboo has a good potential in carbon market. This slide shows extract from a research paper published recently, which categorizes different ecosystem services of bamboo. So be it construction, timber, fuel, carbon sequestration, building, furniture, anything. So all that contributes to climate change mitigation can be facilitated through carbon trading, and that is very well recognized in scientific literature. This slide shows the earlier work that was done in the past in India for carbon credits. Of course, in guidance of Mr. Kamesh Salam, it was in 2008 when I conducted this study on carbon credits from bamboo in Nagaland. And this was financed from National Bamboo Mission, and it emanated to different publications and conference proceedings, and those are widely recognized and referred in journals. Um, so I found that the abatement potential of Nagaland bamboo forests were about 18 to 26 ton of CO2 per year, and that included, of course, the credits for heat and power generation from switching from fossil fuel to bamboo-based fuel, and bamboo gas credits for heat and power generation from bamboo gas and bamboo charcoal, and the products that credit for material replacement, the energy intensive concrete material to the building materials which are based on bamboo, and of course the carbon credits from the sequestration in bamboo. So this was the annual potential that was estimated at that time for Nagaland. So this is a table that shows. Sorry, this is a table that shows in different activities what would be the emission reduction potential per year. But then I would just caution that this study is quite old. It is of 2008. So after that, many things have changed. Kyoto Protocol ended in first commitment period ended in 2012, and then IPCC released its own harvested wood product guidelines in 2013. Paris Agreement was adopted in 2015. Gold Standard launched its new version of GS4GG in 2017. IPCC refined its guideline in 2019. And finally, last year, Paris Agreement superseded the Kyoto Protocol. So the the overall basic framework and assumptions remain same. The assessment of bamboo in the restructured carbon market is required to be carried out. The international carbon market is into two different kind of structures. One is the compliance structure, and there's the voluntary structure. So compliance market could be internationally operable carbon market, wherein for example the CDM, Clean Development Mechanism of Kyoto Protocol, and European Union Emission Trading Scheme, EU ETS, and so on, or the domestic market schemes, as Government of India has recently brought an amendment to the Energy Conservation Act, and is intending to launch a domestic carbon market. China has its own domestic carbon market. Japan has its own. So there are domestic carbon markets, compliance markets in place. Other than that, voluntary carbon markets allow the activities, products, and services to become carbon neutral by using their voluntary offset credits. So, to name a few, the leading carbon market standards in voluntary carbon market are Gold Standard and Verified Carbon Standard, what we call VERA these days. So all these form a carbon market which is not one particular marketplace as such, but is fragmented into different structures, different regulators, and different mechanisms. And hence the prices of carbon per ton, the carbon credit prices, when we call carbon credit, is essentially 1 ton of CO2 removed from the atmosphere or reduced in the atmosphere. So the prices of these credits would differ on the vintage and type, and standard used, and of course the co-benefits that the projects offer. So here I compare the different standards in the carbon market. This is not that I have carried out this study. This was carried out by an independent organization called OCO Institute, and they came up with the conclusion that they compared the provisions on environmental and social safeguards, they found that out of several standards, gold standard has the as the highest criteria that are fulfilled on these safeguards grounds. So I would just briefly introduce the key concepts in carbon market in context of bamboo. So for each project to be certified under the carbon market, one has to establish clearly a baseline. Baseline is something which is a scenario that would have happened in the absence of the project. So in the absence of bamboo project, in absence of bamboo plantation, what would be the condition at the place? That is a baseline for sequestration project. And for case of replacement of energy intensive product for bamboo product, what would be the baseline? What would be the pre-project scenario, and what would have been the use of products in the absence of bamboo products? What would be the emission? That is the baseline. And then the additionality, that means the carbon revenue is making the projects viable on which are not viable on their own. So the carbon finance is not to as an additional revenue. It is not an additional revenue. It makes the project additional. That means it has the potential to convert a non-viable project into a viable form, and that removes the barrier, which may be financial barriers, technological barriers, or barriers relating to the first of its kind implementation. So that is the concept of additionality. And then monitoring. All projects have to be monitored in a way that the emission reductions which are generated are not notional but are real. So monitoring should be robust. It should be with the, of course, the instruments which are calibrated, and the guidelines which are internationally acceptable. So that is the monitoring part of it. And methodologies, of course, the baseline and additionality and monitoring have to be carried out as per the guidelines which are given in particular methodologies, and these methodologies are very specific to the activities. So some would be applicable for forestry, some would be applicable for energy, some buildings, some fossil fuel switch, and some for some renewable energy, and so on. So methodologies are very specific. We'll see what these methodologies are in the later slides. Eligibility of land for sequestration projects. It is important that the land on which these plantations are being done for carbon credits are eligible. That means they do not sequester carbon in the baseline. So in the baseline, the land should be generally degraded or degrading in nature, so that the question of perverse incentive doesn't arise. So land should be eligible, that it should be degraded or degrading, and on those lands it is possible to lock the additional carbon. And then scale of the projects are categorized into larger scale and small scale, and then also some micro scale is also a category. So complication of methodology would be more in case of large scale projects, and in case of small scale projects it is less complicated. I would not go into detail of what is large scale and small scale, because that would be lengthy discussion. The program of activity is another concept in which small activities are added in a time horizon. So if you start a program today, you have the option of adding small activities, small projects as the time passes over a period of time. So that gives you the power of registering a program early, and then adding to small units into the program as the time lapses. So it helps you to maximize your credit volume and credit value. The carbon market is, there are several players in the carbon market. Project developer or project participants, are those who propose a project to for carbon credit generation. For example, bamboo grower farmers, which they can form an association that can become a project developer or project participant. Could be maybe a government institution, bamboo development authorities, or mission can itself act as a participant. Consultants and traders are the people who prepare the documentation which is necessary for certification. So there are several consultants in the market. One can Google and find what these consultants are. So these consultants help you to prepare the project design documents and monitoring reports, which are submitted to third-party validation verification bodies. These are accredited bodies by the standard bodies and the UNFCCC. So these are independent auditors who audit the documentation prepared by the consultants and project developer, of course. And standard body's role is to form the rules and regulations and to see that these regulations are implemented correctly, are being followed by the project. So that is my role as a part of the gold standard. And then for program of activities, there could be a central entity that is called coordinating managing entity, which is akin to the project developer for a standalone project. And for each VPA, the voluntary program project activity that is added into the program over a period of time, there would be an implementer. And finally, the buyer who purchases the credits and uses it for offsets. So all these players in the carbon market would be in there when we interact in the carbon market. So in bamboo in clean development mechanism holds a special place because it was decided very early around 2008-9 that the CDM must the country governments must define bamboo as a part of forest or outside forest. So what happened that not many countries declared bamboo as within forest definition. So only Cambodia, Philippines, and Togo have defined bamboo as the forest in the UNFCCC context. So United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, as we all know, is an international treaty which intends to stabilize the greenhouse gas concentration in the atmosphere that is not harmful to human beings, and the Paris Agreement aims to stabilize aims to limit the increase of global temperature by 2 degree, and then on best effort basis to 1.5 degree as compared to pre-industrial levels. So in doing that, there are several types of projects. Of course, bamboo holds a special place because it is a fast growing species. It has a potential to reduce or to remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere at a fast pace and then lock it in a form of products for a long period of time. So this is how bamboo is placed, but then countries have their own rules, regulations, policies which influence the decision of developers to whether to go with carbon market or not. So methodologies that we have, the accounting methodologies in the carbon market. So in the CDM, there is no specific methodology for bamboo, but there are two methodologies: one small scale and one large scale methodology that would be applicable to bamboos as well in addition to other forest species. Vera has no specific methodology for bamboo, but there is one methodology that could be applicable, VM 0005, which may be applicable for bamboo. They have one bamboo project registered in Central America, and that has issued credits as well. The gold standard has again no specific methodology for bamboo, but the afforestation, reforestation, GG emission reduction, sequestration methodology would be applicable to bamboo as well. So it is not a dedicated bamboo methodology, but it is for forest, but would be applicable for bamboo as well. Chinese certification scheme has two specific methodologies for bamboo. The methodology for producing carbon sinks through bamboo afforestation projects, and the bamboo forest management. So one option could be to use these methodologies and request the other standard bodies, for example, gold standard, to recognize these methodologies in their scheme. But that can only happen when a project developer approaches the standard bodies and says that these methodologies are there and we want to tweak them for the requirements of the standard and use them. So the standard would be happy to recognize these methodologies as within the standard. Then now come to the carbon pools in bamboo forest. All you are bamboo experts. I would not go into details of above ground biomass, below ground biomass, carbon pools, soil organic carbon litter, and deadwood and all. So the carbon, of course, is contained in different parts of the bamboo plantation, and that has to be properly monitored and measured using allometric equations, curve-based measurement, measuring diameter, height, and area of bamboo plant. So when clump is measured, the diameter of bamboo clump and the height of bamboo clump has to be seen, and then the number of clumps per clump have to be enumerated and recorded. And from there we can have the above ground biomass, and using the root and shoot ratio we can have the below ground biomass estimated, and then those can be used for carbon accounting. So these are some of the equations that I found in some literature, and the different bamboo species and the literature from where these are taken. This is not a comprehensive list. There are several such equations available in literature, and this is taken from a particular document which I would show you in the end. What is that document? So you can find a good compilation of these equations there. These are root to shoot ratio for different countries. In case of for bamboo, there are at least 32 species which are listed here, but then I think the document has more than this, so one can refer to the document also. So what could be the way forward? The way forward, we have been hearing of bamboo carbon since long. We have tried in India also, in other countries also. There are good work that has been carried out in estimation of potential. But how we can take it on a massive scale so that it is scaled up and bamboo carbon revenue reaches to the farmers, to the users. So we need to develop a dedicated methodology for bamboo carbon sequestration that is applicable to different baseline conditions and end use. In doing so, if already there are some approved methodologies, as I said, in the Chinese scheme, so those could be proposed for approval in other standards as well. Based on those methodologies, one can propose a new methodology that can be approved into the other standard. Development of dedicated methodology for bamboo application, for example, buildings, is also one thing that has to be taken forward by, of course, by the developers and the beneficiaries. Simplified approach suitable for use of community-based projects. This is a subject of standard bodies. So once as a gold standard, if some proponent approaches us, we would make sure that the simplified approaches are applied to these projects, and there is less complexity, as less as possible. So highlighting the additional SDG benefits coming out of bamboo-based mitigation projects would maximize the credit value. So because the carbon credit prices are driven by several factors, including how a buyer perceives the prices, perceives the importance of these projects based on what sustainable development goals these projects are contributing to. And needless to say, no doubt, bamboo has a strong SDG contribution. So those have to be highlighted, and for that one has to robustly measure those SDG benefits also. If we say bamboo provides employment, so employment has to be recorded, and that must be verifiable, and then it should be reported in the form that the standard bodies require. Potential for application as multi-country in the program of activity. So that is one option, that not only one country but several countries can also participate in a program wherein different activities may be added. So that is that is particularly applicable for countries which are comparatively smaller in size and they want to come together and do, and maybe with a bigger country and some adjoining countries if they want to participate in a program. So that option is also available in the carbon market. Timely realization of revenue through forward selling of carbon credits is very important, because that only gives the confidence in the communities that yes, carbon credits are possible and carbon finance is possible, revenue is possible. So one has to be very sure that once carbon project is being proposed, they also start simultaneously putting the efforts for selling those credits upfront, so that the money is realized in time and confidence is instilled in the communities. Of course, branding of bamboo-based projects as nature-based solution and nature-based natural climate solution would also help, because these are the buzzwords these days. Everyone is after NBS and MCS. So branding of these bamboo projects as nature-based solution is also something that can be practiced. The literature that I mentioned during the presentation involves all these important documents. If you are interested, you can download these documents. These are available on the internet. So particularly the INBAR working paper is a good overview of carbon markets in bamboo sector. And then for carbon assessment, practical carbon assessment, the other the blue document is a good resource where it gives you all the different equations that you would need to estimate the carbon sequestration in bamboo. So that's all I had to share. I'll be very happy to take questions if you if colleagues have any questions to ask on this. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Dubey. I hope your presentation will benefit us all, and we plan to associate with you in future to explore the potential of carbon market, particularly bamboo. So without wasting time, I would like to call my friend from Philippines, Mark Sultan. So Mark Sultan, it's up to you. It's to you now to show us what is happening in Philippines, please.
Shuk Shadrat, India. Magandang hapon. Good afternoon from the Philippines, India. So I am Mark Sultan. So please allow me to share my screen first. Okay, so I am Mark Sultan Hersaba. I think is my screen already okay? Okay, so I think you hear me. So good after, here we go. So good afternoon, India. Magandang hapon mula po sa Pilipinas. So I am Mark Sultan Hersabas. I was considered as the Bam King of the Philippines.
Finding sustainable solutions often begin by building stronger working relationships with our community. By supporting other people, we can then build deeper commitments towards fighting environmental and social problems. Today we'll learn about Bambuhay, a social enterprise that empowers marginalized communities through eco-friendly bamboo products.
My name is Mark Sultan Hersava, and I'm the founder and chief executive farmer of Bambuhay, a Philippine social enterprise with a mission to make the world a greener place, as well as to help farmers out of poverty. Climate change and poverty are two prevalent social issues in the Philippines. So I found a creative solution to tackle both issues at the same time. Curious about how I'm trying to change the world with bamboo? This is my story. I grew up in extreme poverty in one of the most conflict-ridden places in the Philippines, in Sultan Kudarat province, where the poverty rate is 48%.
We have an audio, sorry.
Yes, do we have an audio?
Yes,
We considered ourselves lucky if we could eat one full meal of rice in a week. For almost 20 years, we struggled to survive. We live in a classroom at the back of the church and in a 20 square meter hut. No matter how hard my parents worked in the farm, we still struggled to make ends meet. Back then, I had never heard about deforestation or climate change. My father earned 60 US dollar a month from slash and burn farming, which he used to feed his 11 siblings. We often use single-use plastics and sachets. We did this because we lived in absolute poverty and we didn't know any better. I was fortunate enough to complete my education and look for a job to support my family. During this time, in the span of the year, I experienced two super typhoons, the hottest measured temperature in the Philippine history, and a serious breakdown in my health, which almost led to my death. I later discovered that my severe allergic rhinitis was likely caused by environmental pollutants. This was the first time I had faced the direct consequences of climate change. The following year, I founded Bambuhay, a social enterprise focused on circular economy. We manufacture eco-friendly products like bamboo charcoal briquettes and reusable bamboo straws because the Philippines is the third biggest plastic polluter in the world. We specifically partner with rural farmers living below the poverty line to tackle environmental degradation. We focus on doing this through cultivating bamboo.
This Filipino is solving one of the world's biggest problems using only a toothbrush. He's growing more trees, he's using less plastic, and he's helping people in extreme poverty. But before I tell you exactly how he does it, I have to tell you about the problems he's trying to solve. You see, if your great grandfather had used a plastic toothbrush like this, as disgusting as it sounds, you might still be able to use that toothbrush today because it doesn't disappear. Well, luckily for us, back then, plastic toothbrushes didn't exist. But now, we're leaving billions of them behind for future generations, and they end up in places like this. And I've seen this problem myself in the Philippines. I traveled all the way from the north to the south, from the windmills of Ilocos to the pink beaches of Zamboanga, and sadly, I saw trash everywhere I went. But it was on this journey that I met this guy. His name is Mark Sultan, and when he was a kid, he lived in extreme poverty.
I come from a family of farmers who used to survive with $60 a month.
He lived through the problems that many Filipinos go through, and he wanted to fix them.
I noticed that a lot of the trash in my barangay was full of plastic toothbrushes, and it gave me an idea.
And that's when he created Bambuhay, a social enterprise that makes toothbrushes from bamboo that decompose in just 3 months. And inside of every single one of these toothbrushes is a seed. So after 3 months of using it, you can plant it in the ground and grow a tree.
The bristles and packaging can be used as a fertilizer together with the bamboo handle. Now, we've grown thousands of trees throughout the Philippines and helped to solve the plastic toothbrush problem.
And this toothbrush doesn't only help the environment, it also helps the people because they gave hundreds of Filipinos jobs.
We are impacting a lot of farmers, and all of them used to live in extreme poverty, like me.
For example, this woman Annalene has gotten out of poverty and even built this house for her family, all because of bamboo toothbrushes. Think about this. You can help to stop the plastic problem, you can reforest, and you can help reduce extreme poverty, all with something as simple as a toothbrush.
I have engaged in this work because I understand the link between poverty and exploiting the environment, having lived it myself. From 1999 to 2018, the Philippines has lost over 1 million hectares of forest. I know that people desperate for wood, and food like my family surely contributed to this problem. I nearly lost my life to climate change, but that experience led me to discover bamboo, the plant of hope. Yes, indeed. So we are from Bambuhay. So we are a green tech social enterprise. We focus on circular economy and we innovate products and that cause no harm or use business to inspire and implement solutions to plastic pollution, deforestation, climate change, and poverty through circular economy using bamboo and technology. And you heard it right. So we innovate the first plantable bamboo toothbrush in the world that you can grow after 3 months of use that maybe we can replicate in India because I think India is also in the top 10 as one of the biggest plastic polluter in the world. And yes, we are very open to replicate the technology, to offer the technology in India so that we can manufacture this plantable bamboo toothbrush in India. And beyond that, okay, beyond the plantable bamboo toothbrush, we also, because we want that no one will go to waste for bamboo. So we also develop the bamboo tea and food flavor. Like you can do it for bamboo ice cream. If you, I think, yeah, there's a lot of ice cream in India and a lot of bamboo flavoring from the bamboo, bamboo leaves and basically all our waste. Okay, we place it as an into activated carbon, or we innovate in activated carbon so that no waste can enter our landfill. So this is our flagship product, this 2023, and basically we can replicate it in the whole world. And in bamboo planting, what we are doing, because we are against in monopodial or just planting bamboo around the area. So what we are doing here in the Philippines, we called it the Reforest Action, where we plant bamboo, native trees, vegetables, and fruit trees in the area that also we can replicate, we can utilize um, the native trees or native vegetables that is located in different countries like in Taiwan, Thailand, and in India in order that we can our goal here is we are going to balance the biodiversity. It's because if we're just going to plant bamboo alone, it is not really good for the environment. So what we're doing here in the Philippines is we are targeting to reforest 1 million hectares of bamboo integrated or intercrop with the different native trees, vegetables, and fruit trees. So the vegetables and the fruit trees and the bamboo will serve as the food of the community in order the trees will not be cut again. So we are this is one of our project here in the Philippines, where if you can see here in this project, so we have bananas. So we have Nara tree, which is a native here in the Philippines. We have bamboos, and we have also vegetables around this area. So by means of this, so we're able to balance the biodiversity. And today, because we are a social enterprise, so beyond in solving the environmental problem that we have here right now in terms of plastic pollution, it is also the best medium to end poverty. And I know there's a lot of poor people also, not just here in the Philippines, but in India and in other part of the world, that we can do an inclusive business, which is profitable and also and feasible. So currently, like in our environmental impact, what we are doing here in the Philippines based and in Bambuhay, we're able to uplift 68 families of indigenous people out of poverty. Before, they are earning below $60, and now they are earning as much as $500 in a month. So that's a very huge impact that we are doing here in the Philippines that we can replicate in other parts of the world through social franchising. So bamboo not just helping our environment, but it is really a big help in eradicating poverty, not just in the Philippines, but in the whole world. And we're able to eliminate around 1,100 tons of plastics eliminated from the environment in just a year of operating in the Philippines. And within this, basically, Bambuhay was awarded
as the global winner of the Startupper of the Year in Paris, France. Just this year, I was declared as the Entrepreneur of the Year by the Asia CEO Awards. And Outstanding Young Entrepreneur, Impact Entrepreneur of the Year. And we are the first bamboo, I think we are the first Philippine bamboo, we are the first bamboo company, okay, nominated to the Earthshot Prize. So they are repairing our planet. The Earthshot Prize is the most prestigious environmental prize in the whole world. And we can really, integrate, our model. So we have this vision, grow a billion bamboo, and we want to share the grow a billion bamboo in the global scale, not just here in the Philippines. So looking forward that we can work together in order that we can achieve the grow a billion bamboo, and together we can achieve also one of our program, which is 1 billion mission to eliminate 1 billion plastic toothbrushes by 2030, replaced with plantable bamboo toothbrush. So within this, thank you very much for Kamish for inviting me. Thank you very much for here, and looking forward for a collaboration with the Philippines, India, Taiwan, and the other parts of the world as we move forward. Okay, the bamboo industry in the whole world. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much. Mark, I'm Thage se usi helicopter chala yengi. Ayan nag mana wasalo budo magi wa plantation yengi helicopter wa yengi. So this is how they have gone. Thank you, Mark, for your excellent presentation. Without wasting time, I would like to call Shreyas Susant. Susant is the person that we take design and all are done by Susant. So Susant, let me hear from you, please. We wanted you physically, but kindly please. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Kamesh. I'm not allowed to share. Yeah, now I can. Can you see? My PPT is visible? Yeah. It's my privilege to be part of this great event, and I really wanted to be there, present with you all physically, but I could not come this time. And so, first of all, I am wishing you all very for us on earth for various uses, and we know like now we have lots of resources in the form of different species, and you people are sitting on the pressure of various events and projects, and Manipur have got such a wonderful skill on basket weaving, and like now people are been using bamboo for many usages. So you know like much more than me, like using the word, these baskets are well designed for different purposes. The design is also like been traditionally utilized very well for the day-to-day life using bamboo. So in modern time also we have to think about design. It can be like one of the very powerful and NIT Bamboo Center in Bangalore, we explore a lot of bamboo furniture. So bamboo furniture is one of our expertise. Bamboo for furniture, and apart from that, many products also.
Susan, your network seems to be slow.
Yeah,
Your network seems to be slow. It's not coming properly.
okay. Slides are moving.
It's slides are coming, but it's very slow.
Okay, okay. So, like with the different bamboo species, we try to understand and try to develop lots of joineries that is suitable for apart from joineries that allows us to create furniture in a much faster way. It can be packed like flat manner, and it can be transported easily. So one of the economic empowerment of traditional artisan and craftsmen. This project happened in 2021. It is with MITRAC, and MITRAC can share information about it. So it was a hands-on training, and we have tried to utilize maximum the traditional method of working, traditional utilization pattern of the weaving and different techniques that is used. We also try to show them new method of working, new possibility of using different tools. So some of the simplest product that we introduced dining table trivets, but foldable. So the advantage of folding it, it can go in a very small packet. So like no, it can save lot of space in the transportation. On even on a dining table, you can just keep it on a very little available space. So it is the foldable one. So you can see the kind of the craftsmanship and the skill, the quality of product. So this is like a world class, like export quality. So it's very good quality, like product can come out from which is difficult to transport. So we have tried introduced the system of foldable of foldable lampshade. So we have tried to utilize the same traditional skill, traditional look and feel, and new product. Another lampshade can be foldable. and the fruit basket or vegetable stand. It can be used as a vegetable stand also. Different types of trays. So you can see the traditional weave with a frame. Introduce in bamboo, which is focusing on the new contemporary market. That is what is like no maybe required when you think about establishing a business. So you can see a little bit of the tying technique that is used traditionally with a cane. So that will give a character to the more of a traditional look and feel. Is used on the tray surface. So again, like now we are trying to bring some traditional features onto the contemporary product. Because people are very good at feeling. So maybe we can look at lots of woven product, which is woven very finely. But look at gift product, okay, product for the new markets. Some of the examples that I am sharing, which like from NID. So NID established like lots of method of making furniture. So you can see bamboo split is used, hollow bamboo used, solid bamboo is used, bamboo timber is furniture. This is done very way back. Ramesh also was part of this project very long back with NID, UNDP, Priti, all were together. Were MP Ranjan 22 years back. Some of the you can use a bamboo split to make furnitures. Lightweight furniture again. So very light and very modern looking, colorful. And solid bamboo and flat bamboo is used. Solid bamboo and bamboo strips. So I'm just showing the example. So even this make T. oliveri, Tyrostatis oliveri. So which is possible, like to make in Manipur also. So like which can be like more lightweight and like easy to transport. This was again with CBTC with Kamesh. We have introduced this in Nagaland around 14 years, 15 years back. I think during the second World Bamboo Day in Nagaland, like we have introduced this furniture. So these are like, it is a knockdown. You can dismantle and transport. That is what is required in the market. So market is looking for easy transportation, easy carrying, easy assembly. Okay, not spending too much money on transportation. Like people staying in like, maybe like 20th floor, 25th floor. How you take it, up to that floor. So we need to make it okay, so the customer will benefit at the end of it. So more people will able to afford the product and they will buy more from bamboo side. So that will produce lots of jobs in the villages. So when more products are sold, more benefit will be there in the field. So people can farmers to the producers. Handleable, so it will go in a flat pack and user themselves can assemble it. You don't need a carpenter to assemble. Furniture requirement, huge quantity. Okay, it can generate lots of employment. Another method of constructing a bamboo furniture with a steel fixture. A chair, which is again a flat pack, so it will you look at the market, every furniture which is either stackable or it is a foldable or dismantleable. So that is what we also need to adopt. But looking at the Indian available bamboo species, we need to develop that. So this is an office table with a solid bamboo and a bamboo top with a few number of little bit of stainless steel there. Very easy to produce, easy to transport. One can achieve like no, you don't need a very big technology for it. Very few like equipments and machine. So we need to look at all that like no, when you look at the designing part. This chair. Useful for many scenarios in our Indian life. Because you see, like no, in your place also in Imphal, there are lots of roadside vendors, and they're sitting in the like no sunlight when rain happen, what happened. So maybe this and take back to their home in the evening. So these innovations are for that. Product like no modern product like electronics products, where like the most of the youngsters you can see they're using a earphone or a headphone or a wireless headphone, wireless earphone. So maybe like no there is a huge potential is there where like no bamboo can go little bit. So where bamboo is also promoted along with electronic part. Okay, so when you make a plastic like a handset or maybe wireless set or a little bit of bamboo. So that bamboo will be appreciated there. Okay, bamboo will be noticed. Bamboo will be promoted. So people will start understanding bamboo as the day-to-day raw material. That is like no one of the like no other way like no we can look at this sector. Regular like no, lots of lampshade. Lampshade has local material, fabrics, textiles. Okay, like maybe hundreds of or thousands of way you can make current market requirements. Dustbins, another major area that we can look at, like every offices, maybe like many houses, they use dustbins. So like no, it can replace huge quantity of plastic. The way like no, we just heard about Bamboo Day at NID Bangalore, and like no, many people have started adopting like no bamboo mementos. We have also introduced many designs. Even this time also your program also having many tabletop accessories which can be promoted in the again a major area like no where you can have a very fashionable jewelry with a very like affordable cost for the youngsters, college going people, matching with their dresses, colors, no, all that. So we can contribute a lot for that. It's a very big area. Hangers, again, now we have around different 60 different varieties of bamboo hangers developed by me in NID Bamboo Center. So some of the bamboo hangers that we have already taught to Manipur artisans where they can make it. They made few sample product and we are trying to get the market for that. So a few months back they sent me like some samples. It's very well made, but there are some proportion issue was there. So we will correct it and actually you can go to the market. It can be one of the very simple product and like with simple technology, artisans doesn't need much investment in it. Very simple tools and few equipments like a hot air gun and all for bending and like some sanding machine. So we have a good collection of it. This is a foldable hanger. This is already like people are started making in Manipur. We have introduced this in the last workshop. So this is already like in making. Okay, so like why not go in a mass production level? Like this product is designed such a way the components can be made utilizing the machine and the assembly can be done. Okay, like if somebody wanted 10,000 hangers, it is very easy to produce. So and really like market can look at such kind of products, mannequins and body forms, and we do like lots of training programs and we would like to like do more in the so she is one of the very good artisan like we found and very enthusiastic. Some images from Nagaland, some images from Tripura. So we conducted training program many part of Northeast, and whoever is like inviting us, we are very happy to contribute our innovations and our learning to the benefit of the artisans. BCDI Tripura. So BCDI also NID had contributed a lot to develop the new BCDI and develop lots of skills and new designs also we have introduced in different pictures, so you can control the quality. Like if you make a hanger or any product, everything has to be in the same size, same shape, same look and feel. Okay, so all that we have to maintain with us. We also make such kind of production guidelines for people to follow. So the same kind of quality can achieve even the same product produced at different places. So people can follow such kind of guidelines. We also collaborated with Taiwan during the uh, COVID time. So it was an online collaboration.
I request you to Hassan. Susan.
Yeah. And so we do introduced bamboo learning in our curriculum also. Some of the exhibitions. $50 hanger exhibition. So bamboo, you need to connect everything, not just design or farming will not help. You need to connect with the technology, connect with the proper branding and marketing, connect with the market and user. So with that, I'm ending my slides, and thank you very much for listening. If there was any technical problems, I'm sorry about it. So we can interact later more. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you so much. Now we have Salim Raza from Africa. He's based in Ethiopia. He's from our own place. He's from Northeast. He's from Tripura. So back over to Salim. He's the regional coordinator of East Africa projects. Please, Salim. Seattle. Now is an interesting way, but bamboo charcoal is. Please unmute Salim. Yeah. We can't hear you. Just unmute yourself. Yeah. Your internet is slow, looks like. No, can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself, please. Yeah. Again. Salim, I request you to rejoin again. I would meanwhile request support to come online from Thailand. Support, you are around? Yeah, please. Yeah.
Thank you, Kamesh. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sapon from Thailand, and good afternoon from Thailand at this moment. Good afternoon for the 13th anniversary of the World Bamboo Day at Impal, Manipur, India. Ladies and gentlemen, may I claim that similar to Indian people, nobody in Thailand that do not know bamboo. Bamboo is a plant that has been associated with Thai society for a long time. And we use it from birth till death. And there are a variety of utilization, improving our utilization and including innovation and many new research that are happening in Thailand nowadays. And last year, I had ever said in this forum that our scientists have invented the medicine from bamboo extract to be used to kill the dengue fever that caused by the mosquito. And we had established a bamboo institute that put bamboo curriculum in the teaching course in the university for the first time in Thailand. And at present, the Thai people did realize more about the importance of bamboo and lead to the collaboration with China, which is great in bamboo. And recently, ASEAN-China Economy and Trade Promotion Association in Thailand has pushed forward the project to promote trade and investment in bamboo planting through supporting from the International Bamboo Organization from China to create the green economy in the region and reduce the global warming from greenhouse effect. The idea was to create a prototype of a green industrial estate in the 8 provinces located in the northern of Thailand by using bamboo as a pilot species, which hope to help farmers to earn more income generation. The upper part of Thailand has a favorable climate for bamboo cultivation and is also a watershed area. Therefore, planting bamboo will help compensate the deforestation, and bamboo can also be promoted to become the new economic wood supply. And this action will promote trade and investment of bamboo industrial estate to support the trade investment and also create a good ecosystem and generate revenue for the community. At the beginning, it was expected that to launch the project at the Phrae province and Nan province to be the model for bamboo industrial development before expanding to other northern provinces in the future. And currently, the project program is under negotiation with the government in the establishment of special economic zone to drive the people to move forward under financial support from World Bank and technology transfer from China. That is the northern activity. And while the northern part of Thailand is trying to develop the prototype for green industrial estate using bamboo as a pilot plant. In the eastern part of Thailand, people in Sakeo province also realize the benefit of bamboo and aim to expand the bamboo plantation area up to 1 million rice or about 160,000 hectares within 9 years to increase green area and generate income from the integrated bamboo processing. Due to the projects started with a very small capital from the government, therefore it started by handing out the bamboo seedling for free to some interested farmer for planting and propagation. And with every one seedling taken, 15 seedling must be returned within 3 years. And this returned bamboo seedling will be gradually distributed to other interested farmers to expand the area of bamboo growing. And day by day and year by year, the farmer hope that bamboo can replace the previous monocrop in the area such as sugarcane and cassava, which are currently facing the outbreak from disease and the low production price. And with this practice, from one bamboo seedling will become 15 bamboo seedling and expand to 225 bamboo and continue to expand exponentially up to 1 million bamboo clump as expected in a certain time. And this project is the hope of farmers to turn their city to become the bamboo city like the famous Anji city, which is a city of bamboo in China. And today, the World Bamboo Day in Thailand, we have a seminar on bamboo for the World Bamboo Day celebration, organized in Bangkok by the Kasetsart University under the theme bamboo of green for green economy, for quality of life. And ladies and gentlemen, last year, Thailand, together with INBA of China, intended to organize the Asia Pacific Bamboo Symposium and Bamboo Expo at Nan province in the northern part of Thailand. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic situation, the program was postponed and was rescheduled to organize again in November 2024 or next 2 years. And hopefully, many of you can join the event physically at the time. It will be the very great bamboo conference, I guarantee. And thank you, Kamesh Salam, for my best friend and all organizer for organizing this important event for all of us, the bamboo lover, and give me the opportunity to speak at this event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, support for your time. Thank you so much. Yeah. If Mr. Reza, if you're ready, we can we join? We have met you as the panelist. Salim. Mr. Reza. Mr. Salim Reza, if you're available, please join. Yeah. Please unmute yourself. Yeah. No, we can't hear you. Do you want us to play your PPT? No, we can't hear you. You have unmuted yourself again. Please remove your headphone. Remove your headphone. Salim. Please remove your headphone. We can't hear you. And unmute yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
So can I share my PPT?
Please, we are waiting.
This is here, screen. Let me sharing image. PPT. Here. Yeah, content. Yes. Here. Yes. Where is this PPT?
If you want, we can play from here. We have your presentation.
So play because we have some connection issue here.
Okay.
Where is the PPT? PPT is this one. Yeah. If you kindly share, it will be good.
Yeah, we'll share. Yeah.
Please.
So this is the last. Mitra. Lots of you.
Okay, can you give in full screen?
Yes. Full screen too.
So now, thank you very much on the occasion of the World Bamboo Day. I am very happy to join from in Africa, and thank you very much for our colleagues for Indian and our especially Tripura and Northeast, where I learned bamboo. It is an opportunity to share the things what is happening in and around in Africa, what we can for the bamboo sector. Uh, this is the bamboo resource in Africa. Such as one glimpse, please. Next, the where is the bamboo resources in Africa is the word is correct, commonly known as the two species, not like our India or Northeast. We have the called the highland bamboo and lowland bamboo. So these species are spread over the in African countries, Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Madagascar. Moreover, there is some but this is commonly known as the two species, highland and lowland. But what is happening, due to science transfer of technology, knowledge transfer, lot of species introduced from India as well as the China and also the other part of the world. The species basically, moreover, the two major species are performing very well. All the introduced species, Bambusa vulgaris as well as the Dendrochlomus aspar and Dendrochlomus gigantea. So commonly known as the we call the big bamboo. Now these bamboos are now this see the photographs in African countries. We are typically focusing on the land restoration. And next slides, the major areas are here. We are focusing on the land restoration because of the major challenges in the African countries, and we adopted few numbers of species. Moreover, some areas we are also doing here, like promotion of the micro and small enterprises, as well as the others, but special focus on the charcoal. Because due to the scarcity of the energy in the household sector, there is a lot of huge and massive deforestation. So government of all the government of the African countries, they have the negotiation and they have the ratified AFR 100, Africa Forestation 1,100 million hectares. So bamboo or most of the countries they introduce and in the country. So INBAR bamboo programs in these all the members countries, they are supporting their strategy and also the value chain development promotion studies, so that we are focusing on the charcoal. In the charcoal we are focusing on the from the entire value chain, so that the rural household can get the charcoal. And these are the basically the resource estimation we did by the Chinese expert in Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. So you can give a looks, and very beginning we have also used the mobile apps. So through mobile apps, we also locate the resources for the different activities. Moreover, all the policy developed, we supported to the government of Tanzania, Madagascar, Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda to develop the bamboo strategy, and every country have the bamboo strategy. The 10 years bamboo strategy, and through this strategy, they are investing money in these programs. And also they have the prime ministers and others government have the flagship program of the plantation for the land restoration. They introduce 10%, 10 to 15% bamboo in their plantation activities. And also they are allocating budgets and other activities. Secondly, as per the charcoal, this is the major challenges for the rural household to get the clean energy. So we are promoting the bamboo homestead farming plantation, so that every household should have the bamboo clump. And we are also providing the technology and transfer, so that they can what they can do, they can harvest on yearly basis and regular basis and manage the clump properly. So that, and also we are promoting the cook stoves, good quality cook stove, so that they can, and also the charcoal. Now charcoal is a hot cake here now, bamboo charcoal, because it is reducing the deforestation. Secondly, side by side we are also providing the trainings, skill training, so that they can make the charcoal at the homestead as well as the large industries. And there is now big industries are also coming up here so that they can make the different varieties of charcoals. And this charcoal, and moreover, the government also in the support of the INVAR programs, we develop the charcoal standards in all these countries, Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, and like a ISO standard, so that they can promote and they can supply the charcoal and sell to the charcoal to the European market, especially the Middle East. And in this way, the program is supporting the huge, we call the NCPP. Next slide, please. And moreover, we are also focusing on the bamboo carbon projects. In carbon project also, we have around 10,000 hectares of the land we have taken in Uganda with the support of the some Netherlands group. But I have to, will be very happy now. Few minutes back, we saw the presentation of gold standard, Mr. Dube. We may also touch with him so that we can replicate some areas of this standard of the charcoal in Kenya or Uganda or Ethiopia. Now NCPP, we call the NCPP model of enterprise of charcoal developments, where the community is completely focusing and involved. NCPP is the NGO, non-profit community public-private partnership approach. Like our friend was that Mark Sultan, who was giving the presentation on that, how the social enterprise come into place in bamboo sector. Similarly, we are also supporting through the programs and also the developing the small cluster where the exclusively the majority of the women household, they are involving with this NCPP model of charcoal enterprises. Government is providing the land and also other supports, and also the programs also supporting to the tools, machineries, technologies, transfer, and all these things. And model creates an opportunity to establish the community-led clusters, and they are all the women are involved, and they are getting the huge the saving their money for buying the other cook things. And this is the charcoal we already tested. Their calorific value as content is 0 and the smokeless, so that women are very happy to cook up this their food and in their household. So it is helping to support women health and as well as the contributing to the SDG. These are the major focus of our program, and most of the programs and the technology transfer India, China, Philippines, as well as also other part of the world. These are the some photographs of the programs, and it will be very happy on the day of World Bamboo Day. We are very happy to be the part of the program. Thank you very much. Hope to see you all. Once again, thanks.
Thank you, Salim. Really a very nice program you're doing in Africa. And this community-based charcoal can also be replicated in India. So I plan to come in November. Let's see if we can come down to East Africa. I'll be in West Africa for some time. Let's see how we can catch up. Thank you, Salim.
Most welcome. Thank you very much, sir.
So before I call our guest of honor, Sri Sabraji, I just want to play one small documentary. She could not attend from Ghana because of internet problem, but she has sent this last night. It's called Ghana Bikes.
When I was in the college,
Just 2 minutes.
when I was in the college, I decided to see how best I can do something after school. They are doing a nice design, like custom-made bikes, fancy names, very attractive names, creating employment for them. So the idea of donating bicycles for kids that work much from their homes through the bamboo bike production is really amazing. At the initial stages, it was a bit difficult though. Tried on day in and day out. As we know, business, there is always risks, but with perseverance, you can go far.
Thank you. Sinu Pisima yaw nomdre. I'm sound cycle hit over exporting to Europe and America. Sir, I would like to invite you.
Dr. Mukherjee, Director IDST, my friend Mr. Kamesh Salam, all the participants joining from the international community across the globe, other participants from the country, distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen. At the very outset, my best wishes to all present here on the World Bamboo Day. I am indeed very delighted to be part of the 13th World Bamboo Day celebration, which is being held today with various key stakeholders, not only from Manipur and the rest of the country, but also from the international community. As we know, every year, September 18, the World Bamboo Day is marked as a day to raise a global awareness on bamboo. All of us are very familiar with bamboo, the so-called green gold, which is one of the most gifted plants found not only in the forest, but across also in the homesteads. It is one of those rare naturally occurring resource which is agnostic to climatic conditions, soil conditions, and precipitation levels. Of the 1,000 species of bamboo that occur in the worldwide, India is host to more than 130. Millions of Indians rely on the bamboo for some part of their livelihoods. In India, over 9 million hectares of the forest area is covered by bamboo. We all know economic development and ecological stability and livelihood generations are the strong pillars for human existence. It is also a fact that ecological security and economic prosperity of a country depends quite a lot on the forest resources it has. Bamboo is called green gold. It is because it is becoming increasingly more valuable in global economy, along with the variety of uses as we have been seeing through different presentations. It can be put to a highly renewable, sustainable, and easy to grow. Bamboo is one of the fastest growing and versatile renewable resources. Bamboo and its usage are not new to India. For centuries, people and communities have used the resources in practical and sustainable ways. Although bamboo is integral to our culture and economics of the many people across the country, it is in the process of being rediscovered in India and its attributes potentially and increasingly recognized. There was a time when the bamboo crafts of the northeastern region used to be valued very highly, but these days even northeastern region is facing challenges across the country because people have picked up and there is a competition emerging with the northeast handicrafts and across the country. It is, though it's indeed very encouraging as of now. Of late, people in other areas of the country are coming out in larger numbers now in cane and bamboo handicrafts. And also innovative products are being introduced into the market. Manipur, as we all know, has a lot of bamboo resources. Many species are found here. The local usage of bamboo has been the largest consumer of bamboo in the state. However, wanton felling of bamboo without taking steps to regenerate has led to the depletion of the bamboo reserves in the state. Government of Manipur under National Bamboo Mission has been taking steps to see that the bamboo is not overexploited and has taken up plantation in the recent years in the forest lands also. under restructured bamboo mission, which started in 2018-19, the Forest Department of Manipur, which is looking after this restructured bamboo mission, some of the activities for which I also stand before you as the mission director. We have taken up is, we have set up some nurseries, high-tech nurseries, big nurseries, and small nurseries for the bamboo. We have established some of the bamboo processing units, bamboo treatment plants, bamboo depots and godowns, some retail outlets, and have taken up some high density and low density, block plantations. And also we have tried to procure some machineries to support the handicraft units. As we all know that at the national level also, we have a national bamboo mission under Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. The main aim of the mission is to support technology upgradation, develop indigenous capacities and enterprises, provide linkages with materials, function as a platform for exchange of knowledge and technology, and encourage association and cooperation among sectoral constituents and various stakeholders. The need of the hour is for the industrialists and entrepreneurs to come up in a big way in the Northeast region or in the bamboo sector. There is a huge potential, and we know if this happens, we all are bound to gain from it. I am confident that this 13th World Bamboo Day celebration, which is being held today, is also a right step. Starting in 2009, I suppose, 2009, we have come long way, more than a decade, in raising awareness of bamboo. Its indies credit goes to my friend, Salam Kamesh. I am very thankful to the organizers for having taken this, building up the interest in the subject of bamboo, which has hitherto been largely ignored, particularly with the efforts of my colleague, as I mentioned. And I'm indeed very happy to be part of this program at the beautiful IPSD campus. While I thank all the participants and all the colleagues here, I would like once again to wish you a very, very happy World Bamboo Day. Thank you.
Before we close this event formally, I would like to request Somenendra Singh, Assistant Mission Director, Government of Manipur, to give the vote of thanks. And also I'd like to thank Sabraji for his kind word. And I hope that we can work together more and also to do the value chain mapping of Manipur. The need of the hour is value chain mapping. What we saw from Africa model, they have done a proper value chain mapping. And that is how the strategy is being developed. So under your leadership and also Dr. Mukherjee, we can do a brainstorming or meeting with the stakeholders to look into the value chain. Their research angle, their plantations angle, their policy angles, and SAP would be very happy to work on this line. Thank you, sir. So my friends online, this is the last program we have for the day. Our friend from the Manipur State Bamboo Mission is going to deliver the vote of thanks.
Very good afternoon. I, on behalf of the organizers of today's World Bamboo Day Celebration 2022, would like to extend our heartiest thanks to our Chief Guest, Dr. R.K. Ranjan, Honorable Union Minister of State for Education and External Affairs, though he has left midway because of his hectic schedule. We are very thankful to you, sir. And I'd like to extend our thanks to our respected director, IBSD, Dr. Pulu Kumar Mukherjee, who graced today's function as a president. And of course, he's the man behind today's workshop, because all involving all his scientists, staffs, and providing this wonderful conference hall, and he has met us for making us this program successful. We are very thankful to you, sir. and to your scientists and staff also. And I'd like to thank our international speakers, Mr. Jake from National Chung Cheng University, Taiwan, then Mr. Mark from Philippines, Dr. Salim Reza, though he's an Indian, but right now he's based in South Africa. Then Mr. Sapol, thank you all for giving a wonderful presentation. And I also would like to extend our heartiest thanks to our national speakers, Dr. Arun Kumar Sharma, DG Nectar, DST Government of India, and Dr. Lokesh Chandra Dubey, Senior Manager, the Gold Standards Geneva, and then C.H. Sushant, NIT, Bangalore. Thank you all for giving wonderful presentations. And last, I'd like to thank all the participants for making today's World Day celebration, World Bamboo Day celebration, successful. Thank you all. Thank you.
Yeah, we are formally closing this event, but however, I'm requesting our chief guest to distribute the mementos to some of the officers who are present here. So we close. Jack, everyone, thank you so much. See you again very soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
So may I express to you, isn't it common course?